Hello everybody, this is Poland Daily Travel and I'm Will Richardson. I'm here in Turtul in the Suwałki Landscape Park. It's the oldest national park in Poland, founded in the late 70s, 1970s, not the 1870s. And it's absolutely stunning. Beautiful lake. When we get some sun back out, sun's just gone in, but when we get some sun back out, we'll be able to get some good pictures of this. This is a very unique sort of, what we call it, a microclimate, perhaps? Certainly a microhabitat. This is a paradise for birds and forest creatures. And over here, there's posts with pictures on them, showing all the different kind of creatures here. Make you feel like David Attenborough. Turtul. Yeah, here you go. Turtul is the name of the place. Some beautiful animals here. Bats and squirrels. Red squirrels they have in Poland, of course. And beavers, muskrats, badgers, porcupine, hedgehogs. Incredible. Mice. Absolutely. Gorgeous amounts of wildlife. I don't expect to see any right here, but at night I bet you do, or early in the morning. At any rate, this is the old water mill. Look, the first one was established here in the 1600s. Now, this building is from the 1930s, this ruin. It was actually working until the 1960s, this water mill, which is the whole purpose of this village eventually, or originally being here, and eventually sustaining. Turtul in Polish means wealth, or wealthy person. A turtle, it says here, Turtulolis was the wealthy or rich man. Turtulolis, Turtul, the name of the town. The Turtulolis is the person living here. The first miller, a miller, of course, is, apart from a great basketball player called Reggie, is also a guy who makes grain. 1645, okay, so, yeah, 17th century, not the 16th century. At any rate, this was the only settlement between this particular park area, the Chańcza Lake, the deepest lake in Poland, and the Wigry Park. So it must have been a prime location. You can hear the water rushing. It comes out of this lake and down into a river and creates the power to turn the millstone. Very interesting. Lots of great walking to the actual lake, Jezioro, Chańcza. It's the deep lake, Chańcza. Jezioro is lake. It's about 5 kilometers walking, easy on your bicycle. So this is, everything's very well marked out. Let me take you further on and show you the sort of park ranger setup they have here, and the mill house that was still working as a mill house until the 1960s. This is the local cheese. To jest owsie, czy co?
Krowie mleko.
Aha, it's milk cheese from the cow, so it's cow cheese, very good. And okay. To będzie okay? Dobrze jest?
29.
No, trochę więcej jest, ale dobrze. I gave her a little more. I gave her a tip. To jest napiwek, bo pani chodziło do mnie.
Dziękuję pięknie.
Dziękuję. Miłego dnia.
Również.
Okay. No. Okay, that's how you do business in the countryside with Pani Dorota. Nice lady from local town. We got the good local eggs. You always take your opportunity. Let's see if they're, of course they're not broken. She's an honest lady. And you get a nice local egg like that. Isn't that wonderful? That's going to taste beautiful at home. And that's the kind of stuff that happens when you're out for a walk in the countryside. And I'm standing by Lake Chańcza. I promised you a view of the lake. Here it is. That is the deepest lake in Poland at about 100 meters. Home to the famous European whitefish and the cisco. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Fish, the cisco fish, or the no mention of the poncho fish, just the cisco fish. And as you see, the sun is coming out to bless us a little bit. Let me step into the sunlight. That feels good. There used to be here a famous mansion. It was built in the early 18th century and changed hands many, many times, but was really in charge of the whole northern part of the park. How big is the park? It's about 24 square miles, I believe. So it's not a huge park. You can easily bicycle around here, spend the weekend bicycling and maybe jump in and swim. I see some rather large fish over there, large white fish. Talk about the European whitefish, there they are. And you can enjoy all kinds of activities, including kayaking, boating, sailing, you name it. Or swimming, like the European whitefish over there. Feast your eyes. Vova, feast their eyes. I just wanted to show you an example of one of the tourist signs. These are everywhere. They're very specific to the areas throughout this region, and particularly in the national parks. This tells you in Polish and in English, the nature reserve Lake Chańcza. Yeah, it says the maximum depth is 108 meters. The average depth is about 38 meters. The length is 4.5 kilometers. We saw the length in the previous segment. And the maximum width is just over 1 kilometer. It's about 11 kilometers the length of the shoreline, etc. As far as cleanliness, this is the cleanest water that you're going to find. It is absolutely first class and pristine. Like a lot of the lakes in this particular area, there are not so many people using them, and there is a sparser population than as you go west into the old areas of former Prussia. So where we are, we're close to Kaliningrad, and we're close to the Lithuanian border. We're right up in the north eastern corner of Poland. Of course, Kaliningrad is that province of Russia, which used to be Prussia, used to be Poland as well. It's been shifted back and forth, and it was the Russians took it as an army and naval base, as their base on the Baltic after World War II. So that's why the Russians are there, and that's why it continues to be a problem, along with the proximity of Belarus and Lithuania being sandwiched in between the two areas. What else can I tell you? This is it's a glacial lake, the Chańcza Lake. It goes back to 12,000 to 20,000 years ago, the final formation of it. It's worth saying again, there are a number of species of fish that you don't get in other places, in lakes in Poland, and very rarely in lakes, apparently. It seems deep, 300 feet. That's about the depth of, if you took a football field, soccer field, and put it end to end, from one end going down. So it's pretty deep. You'd have a hard time swimming to the bottom of that. And you also have here a replanted forest, because the Germans depopulated the villages and planted forest all around in this area here during World War II. They probably were creating a sort of reservation preserve for them to holiday in, or to have R&R, and also a good defensive position if you think about it. So in between the lakes here, very good defensive position.